Today is my 15th wedding anniversary. I consider myself a very lucky man to have spent more than 15 years really, with Mistress Chaos. However, I just received the Friday the 13th box set from Scream Factory, my friend, and, well, she's gonna have to wait because we need to open this puppy. As you can see, I'm fully kitted out in my, of course, Halloween edition glasses. I've got my specially made Jason PPE, which is very uncomfortable, but that's beside the point. It fits the mood of the video. Got this big box. Look at this. Look at how big this is. It almost fits the entire screen. This is a massive friggin' box. And we need to unbox it, so I need a special weapon. Something that I think Jason would approve, right? Look at this thing. Jason would approve of this thing. So let's dig in and see what we got. Let it never be said that Mastercast does not have a flair for the dramatic. You need the lighting, you need the weapon, and you need the box set. Let's dig in here. Oh yeah. And away we go. Wow. Woo! Baby, look at that beautiful box. Wow. They really went through a lot for this box set. Look at this fucking packaging. Jeez. Wow. I'm trying to bend it down here so there we go. Wow, here is the box set. We're gonna go take a look at this in my office in a minute, but look at this packaging. These are solid, just little cardboard holders so that when you open it, you have the whole schlemiel here for the 13th Collection Deluxe Edition. Here are the posters. I'm gonna take a look at the posters here, and then we'll dig into the box set itself. But let's remove it from the packaging here real quick. Wow! Oh, nice and heavy, as it should be. Look at these beautiful beauties. Oh yeah, God! Look at this artwork too. There's a poster of all this gorgeousness in there, so I'm gonna rip into that poster real quick. Well, not rip into it, but you know what I mean. First up is poster number 1 here. This is, of course, Swamp Jason from, or Baby Jason, I guess most people call him, from part 1. This is a big, massive, like, theatrical poster kind of thing. I've got it held down with my last Friday game, which is a really good sort of role-playing Friday the 13th game. Really fun game. Anyway, big movie poster-sized poster. This is not one of the small ones you normally get with Scream Factory. There is Mrs. Voorhees. We're trying to get some good focus on that. Mrs. Voorhees there. Lots of little the bodies. This is awesome. This is for part 1. Specifically part 1, there is Crazy Ralph. Good old Crazy Ralph. You see him right there? There's the sign. There's the first victim. Right there, that's the first gal. Gets taken out, and I still believe she does get killed by Jason because the hands that choke her and stab her are man's hands. They're not Pamela Voorhees' hands. But that's my theory anyway. But because he's technically a baby. But was he a baby? Did that really happen, or was it just her psych out? I don't know. It's a conversation for another day. Right now, we're just enjoying this poster. Really beautiful. You got the reflection on the water there, and then down here it just says Friday the 13th, the 40th anniversary, of course, having to do with the first film. Holy Toledo, pal. Look at this gorgeousness right here. This is, of course, the same as the box set. Of course, now they have spread it out poster-wise so you could frame it. And you bet your sweet behind I'm going to frame it. Let's take a quick closer look here. All the different iterations of Jace. You have the Baghead Jason. Jason Lives. What's that one called? New Blood Jason. With his mask grips. You got Jason X. You got Freddy vs. Jason with his mask all scratched up. The remake. I mean, they're all here. Oh, there you go. There's Jason Goes to Hell. And this is a Devin Whitehead artwork. He's a great artist, and he actually did some work for me on the poster for my film. The Unspeakable Horrors, the Plan 9 Conspiracy. He did the poster for us. Great artist, really good guy. Amazing eye. Just a hell of a talent. Look at this. I believe this is Roy, right? This is New Beginning. I'm not a fan of Roy. I gotta rewatch that though. I'm not a huge fan. Oh, there you go. There's Jason in the grave. Whoa, gosh, this is cool. Is this, I think this might be Manhattan. Yeah, Manhattan Jason. They're all in here. That is damn cool, man. Wow. And we even got Mrs. Voorhees here. Baby Jason is over here in the corner, of course. Wow, this is a fantastic piece of art. I mean, this alone, you buy this at a convention, it's $50-$60 on its own. Incidentally, before we crack into these, I do want to remind you, we are 4 episodes away from the end of Season 2. Physical Media Exercise Season 2 is almost at an end. Of course, that doesn't mean Physical Media Exercise is over forever. Season 3 starts the next day, but episode 100 is 4 episodes away. That is the big AMA. So remember, if you want to ask me anything, leave it in the comments down below. I will answer it 4 episodes from now. Let's dig in. Friday the 13th, Part 1. Beautiful. These don't come individually wrapped, by the way, just so you know. Open them up. Oh, so good. Beautiful. They do have reversibles on here, but I don't know. That artwork is really weird. I've never seen that artwork in my life. That's very strange artwork. But, there you go. This new release boasts a 4K scan, and the uncut version has 2 versions, uncut and the theatrical rated R cut. The uncut version has a commentary track, which features a whole bunch of people, including, of course, director Sean Cunningham and the writer Victor Miller. And this is Friday, Part 1. Your boy Jason makes the scene finally in Friday the 13th Part 2. That's spoilers if you don't know the franchise. I'm sorry. You should by now. I don't know why you're watching this if you don't. Friday Part 2. The back, standard back. Open it up here. That is the inside. There is a reverse. And that is, interesting. It's just the words. That's an interesting reverse. I think I'll keep it with the poster, yeah. Special features on this disc include a featurette on Friday the 13th at horror conventions and a podcast interview with Amy Steele, among other things. Jason's here with Part 3. Of course, this is Friday the 13th Part 3, or 3D. This is the famous film where Jason gets his infamous hockey mask and his look is complete. I think this, to me, is kind of the end of a trilogy in a sense, because it's sort of the formative years of Jason. Here is when he's really himself, as we will come to know him and understand him. He gets the mask from Shelley, played by Larry Zerner, who, funny enough, is my entertainment lawyer. Really nice guy, and he's a great lawyer. And he just happened to be the actor who gave Jason his signature look. Let's open it up and see what it looks like inside. That is the goodies in there. You got the disc. Reversible on that is, it's very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that artwork before. Have you seen that artwork before? That is, wow, that is dang cool. I'm switching that one out. I am switching that one out. Oh, I love that very much. Look at that. This disc has a new 4K scan. Also has a commentary with the cast and a couple of featurettes to go along with that. Friday the 13th. Part 4 is much beloved. It's, I think, my favorite of the early ones. Well, no, I wouldn't say it's my favorite of the Tommy Jarvis saga, but probably. I like 4 and 6. I'm not a big fan of 5, but I have to rewatch. Here's the inside. Let's check out this slip-a-doo. What is that? Oh, it's just the words. Not as interesting to me. This is a great cover. I don't know why they couldn't find a better alternate cover. Maybe there isn't one. I don't know. But I'm just going to stick with this. In terms of special features for this puppy right here, it's got the 4K scan. Of course, it's got a couple of audio commentaries. One with the director and the writer and the editor, I believe. There's also a fan commentary with Joe Lynch and Adam Green, which I think appeared previously before in another edition. This also has a featurette about the supposed lost ending of this film, which I actually had no idea about, so I'm very interested in checking that out because I'm a huge fan of this installment. Of course, it features Corey Feldman and Crispin Glover in his famous dance. I also did a video recently about Rob's death. I'll link it above so you can check that out. I go into sort of the behind-the-scenes creepiness about why Rob dies in such a weird way. Incidentally, before we continue, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. My name is Master Chaos, and I want to be your best YouTube buddy. The way we do that is you subscribe, and you see me tomorrow. Master Chaos comes at you daily, sometimes twice daily. I have my daily vlog show, Physical Media Exercise, and then I usually do a horror movie review in the evening, so you get twice the content for only one subscription. Not bad if you ask me. I hope you'll stick around. And if you're old here, you're the Jason to my Mrs. Voorhees? Well, that would mean I came out of your... Anyway, Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning, which admittedly is not my favorite, really, because it's not Jason. It's not Jason, man. It's kind of a wannabe. I know that they wanted to restart the franchise with a new guy. I don't know. It just feels so desperate. Such a cash grab. I will say the kills in this movie are awesome. Really great kills. Of course, we find Tommy Jarvis a little older. He's in I believe he's in some kind of foster home, if I'm not mistaken. Some kind of summer camp foster home kind of deal. Here's the inside here. And somebody who I guess... This guy named Roy, who I guess he was, I don't know, inspired by Jason, decides to go on a killing spree and wear the hockey mask. Well, that is a lame reverse poster there. Yikes. Really? If Jason still haunts you, you're not alone? Oy, oy, oy. Yeah, not a favorite, but I will be rewatching it. Obviously, I want to see this edition. I've never seen him on Blu-ray in general, to be honest. I never had any of them on Blu-ray, so I'm excited to add this to the collection, regardless of my dislike for it. This one does not have a 4K scan, but it's got 3 audio commentaries with the director and the cast. It also has a fan commentary with Adam Green and Joe Lynch, and a ton of featurettes to boot. This, to me, is when the series really gets juicy, because here is the birth of Zombie Jason, and that's my favorite Jason. I know we all have our favorites. I love this cover. I remember this cover back in the video store days. Seeing that and going, oh my god, yeah, that looks amazing. And then when I was young, I didn't know what the Roman numerals meant. So I was like, hey, it's Jason Lives. And that's what I would call it. I didn't realize it was part 6 until I learned better. Anyway, here is the insert and the inside. Let's take a look at this. Reversible sleeve is, whoa, interesting. It's just a poster. Well, that's kind of interesting. Huh. That's interesting. It's almost like they kind of spazzed out at the end, and they go, oh, we forgot to put a thing, poster of Jason. This puppy boasts 4 commentaries. Can you believe that? 4 commentaries. You'd have to watch this thing 5 times to embrace all of the content. Those commentaries feature the director, the cast, and the fan commentaries with Adam Green and Joe Lynch. Also, there's I think 4 or 5 featurettes on here, including deleted scenes. I'd only recently heard that people don't like this movie, but I love Friday the 13th, A New Blood. This movie is a hoot. And you know I love my hoots. There's 2 audio commentaries on this puppy and 3 featurettes. One of them is about the truth behind telekinesis. That should be a fun watch. Let's tear this one open and take a look at the inside. Lovely, lovely. Let's look at the insert here. Is again just a picture of Jason. Actually, I've got a Kane Hodder autograph with that exact same image. This is the film where Kane begins his reign as Jason, and he does an amazing job, and he will continue to do so for the remainder of the franchise up until, of course, the remake. I would say this is the strangest entry in the franchise. However, we haven't gotten to the one where Jason is in space or the one where Jason is a worm from hell. Right now we're talking about Jason Takes Manhattan. This is, of course, Friday the 13th, Part 8. It's admittedly a kind of a goofy movie, but I think the fans really enjoyed this film. Of course, never mind the fact that Jason is barely in Camp Crystal Lake. Most of the movie takes place on a boat and not Manhattan. But beyond that, it's a really solid, fun time. Here's the inside. The slip is no longer reversible. It is just that famous image of Jason and the hockey billboard. This beauty has 2 commentary tracks. One of them features Kane with our final girl, Jensen Daggett, so that could be a fun listen. It also includes a featurette on the making and a gag reel, which I don't think I noticed on the other discs. This may be the first one that has a gag reel, and oh yes, I need to watch that. Jason Goes to Hell. Now, this is a film that I don't revisit. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen this in such a long time. I do remember liking it. When it first came out, it was very different. Of course, Jason is barely in this. This is Jason, really. This is what he's supposed to look like. He's a worm demon kind of dude. And, yeah, he's barely in it, which is a bummer. And I can see why people don't like this movie. But I remember enjoying it for the most part. I like when they build in mythologies into our slasher movies. I'm also, honestly, one of probably the only fans of Halloween 6. I kind of like the whole Thorn thing. I thought that was interesting, but that's just me. Here's the inside. You have a theatrical cut and an unrated cut, or I may have that incorrect. That may be, unrated, theatrical cut, 2 different cuts of the film. I'm excited to see the unrated cut because I would assume it'd be different. Anyway, let's see what the inside is. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. What's the same thing? Oh, is it the same thing? It's the same thing. Oh, I get it. Okay, so there's slight differences here. There's no title. Here, there's a title, right? And the back shows these. Let me get the glare. It shows that. This version doesn't have a title. It's just taglines. And it has different pictures on the back. That's kind of stupid. This puppy has, like I said, the theatrical and the unrated version. It is a 2K scan. It also has 2 commentary tracks, both featuring the director and a new interview with the director and Kane as well. Oh yes, let's go to space. Jason X. This is a guilty pleasure. I know. It makes no sense. It's silly. But damn, the kills are awesome. And Uber Jason, is that what his name is? Mega Jason, Cyborg Jason. It's fucking cool. I liked him. I thought he was cool. This puppy boasts 2 featurettes, an audio commentary with the director and the writer, and a new interview featuring Sean S. Cunningham and Kane as well. Let's pop it up and see what it looks like inside. That is the goodness there. And the reverse slip is, well, I think we're kind of getting the same deal. This is the same pictures? No, it's slightly different pictures again. So we got that thingamadoodle, and then we've got that thingamadoodle. I think I like the one with the girl. Yeah, I think I like the one with the cyborg chick. Next up is the battle of the century that we've all been waiting for, Fernando contra Juan. This film does not age well, in my opinion. I rewatched it recently, and I was kind of shocked by how many plot holes and honestly, how stupid it was. But it's still a fun watch, and we do get to finally see Freddy and Jason tussle for what that's worth. This is the inside. That is the disc A-Roo. Let's take a look at the slip here. Oh, I like that one better, actually. I think I'm gonna go with that one. I remember that. I have a poster just like that. I have a big old theatrical poster banner of these guys. Actually, no, it's this. This is the artwork of the poster I have. It's 2 separate banners, and it's all ripped up. It looks really nice. I was mistaken. Ken isn't in Freddy vs. Jason. My bad. It's Ken Kersinger that takes over for Jason, and he appears here on a commentary with the director, Ronnie Yu, and Robert Englund, and they have a really lovely chat, and I think that's probably the best way to rewatch this movie. This puppy also has deleted scenes that include an alternate opening and ending to the film, as well as a music video and a couple of featurettes to boot. Now, I know that normally remakes are the devil, but to be fair, this wasn't that bad. The Friday the 13th remake, I didn't hate it. If you think about it, they tried to restart the franchise by cramming part 1, 2, and 3 into one movie. And honestly, they did a good job. And what is the core of a Jason movie? Jason chasing people in the woods and killing them. And what does he do in this movie? Chases people through the woods and kills them. So this is a Jason movie as far as I'm concerned. It's very different when it comes to the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. That was an abomination because they just didn't get what made Nightmare work. This movie, I think, got what made Jason work. Let's open it up. Take a look inside. Beautiful. That's the disc. Oh, interesting artwork there. This is the killer cut. I think it probably has other cuts, but I'm going to check that in a minute. Reversible sleeve. It's kind of the mask. That's kind of neat, in the words. But I like this one better. I like this one better. And I think the pictures are slightly different too. There's the artwork on the thing there. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like Danielle Panabaker. Maybe I'll let her I'll let her face shine on the cover. This one doesn't have an audio commentary, which is kind of shocking because it's the most recent one. You would imagine this would have the most content on it. However, it has 3 different cuts of the movie here. It's got the theatrical, the unrated, and the extended. Also has 3 featurettes and deleted scenes. So not too bad, but I would assume this would have had the most in terms of content. This disc includes 2 documentaries. One is called Slice and Dice, all about slasher films, and another one is called Scream Queens, and I think you can take a wild guess at what that's about. Also, a new interview with series composer Harry Manfredini, plus a ton of other stuff as well. Now, you thought that was the end of that. That's the icing on the cake, Blu-ray-wise, but next time you go to the bathroom, take this with you. The book comes in the set as well. This booklet seems to be an essay by Michael Gingold, who was an editor of Fangoria for a time, if I'm not mistaken. Mike is a big horror fan, and he goes through the entire franchise exhaustively. He sort of details a little bit about the makings of the film, and maybe some behind-the-scenes fun. I haven't read it completely through, but I look forward to doing so next time I'm on the crapper. I forgot to mention that part 2, apparently, the word is that it's got some new footage, some added gore that was found on some lost VHS tapes. I'm not sure about that. I may have it wrong. It doesn't list it on the back that it's sort of an extended cut or has a rare footage. It doesn't necessarily mention it, but I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye out when I pop this one into my player. And there you have it, my delicious little Care Bear. That is the Friday the 13th Complete Collection from Scream Factory, unboxed and ready to watch. I am excited to have this. I consider Jason, definitely the cheesiest of the slashers because he's the one that makes the least sense, but he's the longest running slasher, and honestly, he's the one slasher that I can easily rewatch any of the movies with no problems. Well, maybe, like I said, Jason Goes to Hell, I don't rewatch, but his movies are easy to rewatch. I love Michael Myers, but I don't necessarily, I feel like popping in part 2 or anything like that. I feel like Michael Myers feels like classy. Freddy, honestly, I've never been a huge Freddy guy. He just doesn't do it for me. I like his movies, but he just doesn't do it for me. But Jason is sort of the guilty pleasure popcorn slasher movie that you can just pop in and, go for a ride. And so I'm very happy to finally have these on Blu-ray, which I hadn't had them on Blu-ray before, and now I do. So thank you, Scream Factory. Of course, they should be thanking me because they've taken my money. However, it was well worth it. My friend, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you sharing that time with me. Before you leave, please drop me a thumbs up. That would make my day. Well, I've got a shitload of camper murders to enjoy, so until we meet again, I wish you a very pleasant good day, good evening, or good night. Until we meet again, remember, we're only 4 episodes away from the end of Season 2. I hope this video has found you happy, healthy, and well. I am your friendly neighborhood master of chaos, and I remain to be continued.